Across the Atlantic, history binds South Carolina and Barbados in ways still being rediscovered. The Barbados Carolinas Legacy Foundation exists to tell that story, not as nostalgia, but as living history. From the first Barbadian landing in 1670 to the global collaborations of today, BCLF serves as a bridge across centuries, stewarding memory while building pathways for the future. Welcome to The Connection, honoring our past and engineering our future. The Barbados Carolinas Legacy Foundation 2025 Recap and 2026 Strategic Vision Presentation. A bridge across centuries. What began as an organization devoted to unearthing and sharing the history as a means of cultural preservation has evolved into something much more exciting, expansive, and alive. Due in large part to the extraordinary efforts of our founder and chair, Rhoda Green, South Carolina's Honorary Consul to Barbados from South Carolina, strong relationships in Barbados and South Carolina now intersect with a growing interest in heritage tourism, genealogy, sustainability challenges, and preservation. Preserving the culinary arts, digital technology, and fintech, along with cross-border collaboration. BCLF is uniquely positioned, not as an operator of everything, but as a trusted convener where culture, policy, and opportunity meet. In 2025, alignment became momentum. Barbados Comes Back to Charleston demonstrated the power of heritage to convene thousands. Cultural diplomacy opened doors to institutional trust, strengthened support for and collaboration with International African American Museum, the Barbados Consulate, and BTMI, and confirmed a simple truth. When culture leads with intention, collaboration follows. Among the most notable highlights of the past year, in June of 2025, our founder Rhoda Green accompanied a brief two-concert exhibition by the Lowcountry Voices, a 70-persona choir, many of whom were traveling to Barbados for the first time. Not only was this an exciting confluence of Gullah-Bajan spirituality with the Caribbean traditions, where there is much similarity and connection, but it was cultural diplomacy, the type that allowed United States visitors to Barbados to exceed those from the United Kingdom for the first time in 2025, according to reports and travel statistics from Barbados. The collaboration between BCLF, Charlestowne Landing, Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., the City of Charleston, and the Carrie Lynn Foundation created more than programming. It created proof that the 1670 connection between Barbados and the Carolinas isn't nostalgia, it's infrastructure. Proof that shared food, music, and spiritual traditions can open doors for shared economic opportunity. Proof that when we honor where we come from, we see more clearly where we can go. The Labor Day Festival was also a both culinary and artistic exchange, where Bajan chefs and Lowcountry audiences broke bread together. Gospel traditions that survived the Middle Passage filled the air. This wasn't performance, it was reconnection, the kind that makes everything else possible. The AI partnerships, the trade discussions, the workforce collaborations we're building now all rest on the foundation of trust and mutual respect established that weekend. Heritage isn't our past, it's our platform, and we're just getting started. The heritage tours we've facilitated between Barbados and South Carolina have given participants something more valuable than vacation memories. They've provided clarity about who we are and where we come from. Whether it was the 70-member Lowcountry Singers delegation experiencing Barbados in June, or South Carolinians tracing family histories through parish churches and plantation sites, these journeys have consistently deepened understanding of our shared past and illuminated pathways forward. At least one very important outcome came during our October 2023 trip, when the International African American Museum signed an MOU with Barbados to support genealogical preservation. That partnership bore fruit when IAM representatives joined us again in November 2025, having secured a $750,000 Mellon Foundation grant to digitize Barbadian archives dating before 1870, the largest collection of such records outside the United Kingdom. Representative J.A. Moore's November 2025 meeting with Minister Senator Jonathan Reed at Barbados's Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology marked a pivotal shift from cultural exchange to policy collaboration. Both leaders recognized immediate alignment around AI education, cybersecurity infrastructure, and workforce development. areas where Barbados and South Carolina are actively positioning themselves as regional hubs. The discussion revealed concrete opportunities for talent pipeline development, regulatory framework sharing, and joint innovation initiatives. With Barbados pursuing comprehensive digital transformation and South Carolina investing heavily in AI and advanced manufacturing, the More-Reed dialogue established a bipartisan foundation for substantive economic partnership. What began as a heritage-based relationship now has the institutional backing needed to pursue meaningful collaboration that benefits both jurisdictions. The planned execution of a Memorandum of Understanding between BCLF and Charlestowne Landing State Historic Site formalizes what began as grassroots cultural programming into a sustainable institutional partnership. This agreement envisions the possibility of biennial Barbados Carolina Day festivals while integrating BCLF into Charleston Landing's year-round educational programming, Founders Day, Trades and Harvest Festival, and archaeology initiatives. More than venue access, the MOU provides legitimacy, grant eligibility, and permanence to our mission of reconnecting Barbados and the Carolinas through education and cultural exchange. It acknowledges that the 1670 story isn't a footnote in South Carolina history. It's foundational. With formal backing from SC Parks, Recreation and Tourism, we now have the infrastructure to deepen public understanding of our shared heritage while building toward economic collaboration rooted in that history. BCLF's transition from an informal 20-person board to a focused steering committee structure positions the organization for the scale of opportunity ahead. The revised bylaws establish clear leadership. Rhoda Green as chair overseeing governance, Dwayne Green as executive director managing operations, with quarterly meetings ensuring strategic oversight without bureaucratic delay. This lean model attracts members who contribute expertise, networks, and strategic guidance rather than financial obligations alone. Most critically, the formal governance structure makes BCLF grant eligible and partnership ready, enabling the organization to manage significant funding, execute complex MOUs, and engage confidently with government and institutional partners. We've moved from cultural programming organizer to credible economic development intermediary, sustainable, accountable, and built for long-term impact. In 2026, BCLF is transitioning from cultural stewardship to economic catalyst, leveraging 5 years of trust building to facilitate substantive collaboration between Barbados and South Carolina. Our focus centers on AI education, cybersecurity, and workforce development, areas where both jurisdictions are investing heavily and positioning themselves as regional leaders. The proposed feasibility study will validate opportunities for talent pipelines, innovation exchange, and public-private partnerships that create measurable impact, jobs, investment, and sustainable growth. Our goal is establishing a permanent corridor for trade, cultural exchange, and technology partnership, proving that heritage connections aren't nostalgia, they're infrastructure. By serving as the trusted intermediary between governments, institutions, and private sector stakeholders, BCLF aims to demonstrate that shared history can drive shared prosperity for generations to come. The AI Talent Vault concept, championed by BCLF Steering Committee member Herb Drayton and validated through discussions between Representative Moore and Minister Reed, envisions a comprehensive workforce development corridor connecting Barbadian and South Carolina talent to high-demand AI careers. The model includes joint training programs, certification pathways, soft landing support for entrepreneurs and workers moving between jurisdictions, and placement services linking graduates to employers in both regions. BCLF's role is convening the stakeholders who make this possible: government officials, universities, private sector employers, and workforce development agencies into structured dialogue. A forthcoming Business Roundtable and Trade and Tech Summit is intended to bring these partners together to move from concept to implementation, establishing pilot programs that demonstrate proof of concept for sustainable collaboration. The Barbados Carolinas connection isn't history, it's happening now, and we need your voice in shaping what comes next. Whether you're a descendant tracing family roots, a business leader exploring partnership opportunities, an educator committed to workforce development, or simply someone who believes heritage can drive shared prosperity, there's a place for you in this work. Follow our progress on Facebook at Barbados Carolinas Legacy Foundation. Visit www.barbadoscarolinas.org for updates and watch for announcements about our Spring 2026 Business Roundtable and upcoming heritage programming. This is living history, built through participation, sustained through collaboration, and realized through the contributions of people who understand that reconnection isn't nostalgia, it's infrastructure. Join us in building bridges that honor our past while engineering our future. We're grateful to Consul General Rudy Grant and the Barbados Consulate in Miami, Minister Senator Jonathan Reed, Representative J.A. Moore, Councilman William Tinkler, David Baker, and the Charlestowne Landing Team, SC Parks and Tourism Leadership, BTMI, and the South Carolina National Heritage Corridor for their steadfast support. Follow us on Facebook at Barbados Carolinas Legacy Foundation and visit www.barbadoscarolinas.org. Watch for our Spring 2026 Business Roundtable. This living history needs your participation to flourish. Join us at our Facebook page and at www.barbadoscarolinas.org for more information and updates throughout the year. Thank you.